The maid gives Billionaire's paralyzed daughter a miracle, single dad breaks down in tears. They said the little girl would never walk again. Doctors signed the papers. Money failed. Hope faded. But on one silent evening, when a poor maid knelt beside her bed and whispered words no machine could measure, something happened that would bring a billionaire father to his knees in tears, and change every life in that mansion forever. Ethan Caldwell owned half the skyline of the city, but not a single peaceful night. Every morning he woke up inside a mansion filled with marble floors and glass walls, yet the air felt heavier than any prison cell. His world revolved around one small room at the end of the hallway, where machines hummed softly beside the bed of his 8-year-old daughter, Lily. Lily hadn't walked since the accident. 2 years ago, a reckless driver ran a red light. Ethan remembered the sound of metal crushing like it was happening again every time he closed his eyes. His wife didn't survive. Lily did, but the doctors said her spinal injury was permanent. She may never move her legs again, they told him gently, as if soft words could soften a lifetime sentence. Ethan tried everything. The best surgeons, experimental treatments, rehabilitation centers in 3 different countries. Every specialist took his money, offered cautious hope, then quietly walked away. Eventually, even Ethan's faith in money cracked. The billionaire who once believed he could buy solutions now sat helpless beside his daughter's bed every night, holding her tiny hand, whispering apologies he knew she didn't deserve. Lily never complained. That was what broke him the most. She smiled at nurses, thanked doctors, and told her father stories about how she would run again someday, not because she believed it, but because she wanted him to believe it. When Ethan left for work, she watched him from her wheelchair, always saying the same thing, "Daddy, don't worry. I'm still your happy girl." But Ethan worried, constantly. That was when Maria entered their lives. Maria was the new maid, a quiet single mother hired through an agency. She arrived early, kept her head down, and spoke only when spoken to. She had tired eyes and gentle hands, the kind shaped by years of struggle. Ethan barely noticed her at first. To him, she was just another staff member passing silently through the halls. But Lily noticed everything. Maria never rushed when cleaning Lily's room. She spoke softly, asked permission before touching anything, and always greeted Lily at eye level. When Lily dropped her toy, Maria picked it up like it was something precious. When Lily cried at night, Maria stayed longer than required, humming an old lullaby from her village. One evening, Ethan overheard Maria talking to Lily. "You are stronger than you know," Maria said quietly. "Sometimes the body listens when the heart speaks first." Ethan almost stepped in. He didn't want false hope filling his daughter's mind. But something about Maria's voice, calm, steady, sincere, made him pause. Lily listened closely, her eyes shining. That night, after Ethan left for a business trip, Maria stayed late. Lily was restless, her legs aching from another exhausting therapy session that ended in tears. The machines beeped softly as Maria knelt beside the bed. "Can you feel anything?" Maria asked gently. Lily hesitated. "Sometimes, it feels warm. But nothing moves." Maria took Lily's feet in her hands, carefully, respectfully, and whispered a prayer. Not loud, not dramatic, just words filled with faith, patience, and love. She told Lily stories of people who healed slowly, painfully, but truthfully. She told her healing was not magic, it was persistence, belief, and time. And then, she asked Lily to try. Just a little. Lily closed her eyes. Her face tightened. Nothing happened. Then suddenly, Maria felt it. A faint twitch, so small it could be dismissed as imagination, but Maria knew it was real. Her breath caught. Tears filled her eyes as she gently encouraged Lily again. And this time, Lily felt it too. What happened next was never written in any medical report. No doctor was present. No cameras recorded it, but when a billionaire father walked into his daughter's room that night, he witnessed something that would shatter his pride, humble his power, and make him weep like a child in the arms of a maid. Chapter 2. Ethan returned home earlier than planned. A deal collapsed, and for the first time, he didn't care. All he wanted was Lily. He walked quietly through the mansion, loosening his tie, rehearsing a smile so she wouldn't sense his exhaustion. As he reached Lily's room, he stopped. The door was open. Maria was kneeling on the floor. Lily was gripping the bedrail, her small body shaking with effort. Her face was red, her lips trembling. "Daddy," Lily whispered. Ethan froze. "I felt something," she said, her voice breaking. "I really felt something." Ethan rushed forward, fear and hope colliding inside his chest. Lily, sweetheart. Then he saw it. Her foot moved, barely an inch, slow, unsteady, but undeniable. Ethan collapsed, not figuratively, literally. His knees hit the floor as tears burst from his eyes, raw, uncontrollable sobs that shook his entire body. The strongest man in boardrooms across the world was suddenly powerless in front of a miracle he never believed he would see. Doctors came. Tests were done. They couldn't explain it fully. Neurological response has returned, they said carefully. This shouldn't be possible, but it is. Therapy intensified. Progress was slow, painful, exhausting. But Lily walked again, not all at once, not dramatically, step by step, fall by fall, but she walked. And Maria, Ethan offered her money, a lot of it, enough to change her life forever. Maria refused. I didn't do this for money, she said softly. I did it because love is stronger than fear. Ethan cried again. That day, he learned something no business school ever taught him, that miracles don't always come from power, status, or wealth. Sometimes, they come from the quiet hands of someone the world barely notices. Years later, when Lily ran across the stage at her school play, she looked into the crowd and waved, not just at her father, but at Maria, sitting proudly in the front row. Ethan stood there, tears in his eyes, knowing that while he gave his daughter everything money could buy, it was a maid's faith that gave her back her future. Sometimes, the greatest miracles are born not from riches or science, but from compassion, patience, and belief. And sometimes, the ones we overlook are the ones who save us.